finally here. Now where's Yasmin?
Sorry I'm late, guys. Finally made it.
Always late, like always. Wait, Yasmin, what time is it?
Slime time!
Our base ingredient is this, PVA glue or polyvinyl alcohol. This glue is composed of polymer chains, long molecules made of repeating units called monomers. In this case, the monomer is vinyl alcohol. In its liquid form, these polymer chains are free to move past each other. That's why glue flows and behaves like a typical liquid. First, we're going to add the Elmer's white school glue onto our plates as the basis for our slimes. And in this experiment, we have 3 different activators. Magic liquid, which is made by the brand Elmer's. We have borax, which will be diluted in warm water. And we have laundry detergent.
Color.
Okay, Sage, pick your color.
I want to make
Purple.
And me, I'm gonna make...
Yellow.
Okay guys,
So we have to add 3 in, so I'm going to put 1 blue and 2 red. And I'm going to put 3 yellow. 1, 2, 3. Okay, those are 3, and now we're going to mix.
Hey, what does this remind you guys of? If you said cheese, you're correct.
Wait, let's put it on.
Now we're gonna be making the activator, which is
1 cup of water for 1 teaspoon of borax.
Borax.
We're going to add the 1 teaspoon of borax and mix it up.
This is the borax solution with warm water. When this is fully dissolved, we're gonna add increments of this to the slime until it starts coming together. I would say this is fully dissolved.
Save for that black part.
I don't know what that is, but we're gonna add it.
We're going to be adding tablespoon by tablespoon of this, and we're going to be mixing it up.
magic liquid lid because it
For exact measurements, we're gonna be using the Magic Liquid cap because this is exactly 1
Teaspoon.
This is after adding 1 teaspoon of activator. This is that act of the PVA chains being created. Let's add another teaspoon. 2nd teaspoon.
Now we're going to knead for 2 minutes. Now I'm going to put this to the side so we can do our 3 tests on it.
Later.
Okay guys, it's my turn now, and now we're gonna use
Magic liquid.
PVA, aka glue. So we're going to use 2 of these just for the measurements to be the exact same. Why does it look thick?
It's supposed to be thick.
1. Bottoms up. 2. Now we're gonna mix it.
Okay guys, now it's 2 minutes of kneading. Okay, this is the kneaded 2-minute slime.
Ooh
And
la
now,
la.
guess what time it is?
It's time to learn some chemistry.
Here are the chemical structures for our activators and our PVA. So starting off with the PVA stands for polyvinyl alcohol, and basically it's chains of little monomers. And when the PVA is a liquid, these chains are separate, which makes it like kind of sticky and gooey. But then when our activators come into play, which is the borax, magical liquid, and laundry detergent, it connects the chains and creates slime. So starting off with borax. Borax is also known as sodium tetraborate, and it contains borate ions which appear after dissolving in water. So when borax is in its solid white powder form, there's technically not any borate ions, but then once it dissolves in water, then it divides into borate ions and sodium ions. When the borate ion and the PVA chain come together, they form very weak bonds with the hydroxyl and the hydrogen, which you can see over here. So the hydrogen and the oxygen from the PVA chain separate, and then the hydrogen forms a weak bond with the oxygen right here. Just like that. And the same thing happens on this side of the borate ion. So imagine there's a PVA chain there. I don't have enough room to draw it. And same thing is happening here, same thing is happening here, everywhere. What's different about magical liquid is that it has boric acid. And boric acid is different than borate ions. Boric acid is what happens when you combine borate ions and a strong acid. But shockingly, the whole reason that magical liquid was made was so it could be a non-toxic, safe activator for slime because kids were using borax, which is a harsh cleaner chemical, and laundry detergent. But surprisingly, boric acid is actually what you add to laundry detergents and cleaning agents to make them perform better. But somehow, having boric acid be the main ingredient in magical liquid has made it safer than just using a cleaning agent. So this is the chemical drawing for boric acid, and unfortunately, the chemical structure of boric acid reacting with the PVA chain is extremely large, extremely hard to draw, extremely complicated, but let's just say boric acid is a much more complicated molecule than borate ion is. And then when you're looking at laundry detergent, funnily enough, laundry detergent contains both borate ions and boric acid. So borate ions, every laundry detergent will contain that, but boric acid will be added to laundry detergents depending on how well they want to clean. So borax is just straight up borate ions, no boric acid, unless you add a strong acid. But laundry detergent, let's say you have a clean and clear, fresh laundry detergent, there's going to be less boric acid in it. Even though it's clean and clear and fresh, it's not going to maybe perform as well cleaning-wise, but if you have a really intense OxiClean, whatever, and you want it to perform really well, there's going to be a lot of boric acid in it. So, yeah, this is how the slimes react. Unfortunately, we had to move locations due to unforeseen circumstances, but the experiment is continuing
In Yasmin's home.
Here I have the PVA ready for the third activator. I've dyed this one green, and the laundry detergent, aka activator we're going to be using today, is this one. We're going to add approximately 2 teaspoons of this. What's tough about the laundry detergent is you don't know how much boric acid it contains. So with this, we're going to have to add laundry detergent little by little. We're going to come back when this is fully activated. The laundry detergent slime is fully activated. Now we can begin the experiments.
Now to begin.
The tasks.
The spread test will consist of me putting the slime on a flat surface, letting it rest for 30 seconds, and then measuring its diameter to see how viscous it is.
It's been 30 seconds. Let's check its diameter.
3 inches on the dot.
Perfect.
The bubble test will consist of me putting the slime on a flat surface, placing a tennis racket on top, letting the slime rest to get it between the grooves, slowly lifting the tennis racket up, and then counting how many bubbles came from the slime to see how good it is at making bubbles.
There's 4 bubbles.
And finally, the sound test. This will consist of me putting the slime next to a decibel meter, poking it with one of my fingers, and then measuring to see how loud it is to see its poking capabilities.
67 decibels.
Here is the spread test for the laundry detergent activated slime.
The laundry detergent slime is already looking a lot more viscous, meaning it's spreading a lot slower. It's been 30 seconds, let's measure.
2.3 inches.
Now we'll be doing the bubble test on the laundry detergent activated slime.
The green slime created
9 bubbles.
Lastly, the sound test for the green slime.
The green slime measured to about
54 decibels.
Now we'll be doing test number 1 for the magical liquid slime.
It's been 30 seconds, let's measure. A whopping
3.5 inches. That's huge.
Next, I'll be doing test number 2 on the purple slime.
12 bubbles.
Finally, the sound test for the magical liquid slime.
73 decibels.
God, I'm missing Sage like a mofo right now. Ding, ding. Do you guys hear that? Oh my god.
Guys, it's Sage from my iPad, of course. I know it's been a long time since we've seen each other due to some unforeseen circumstances, but I'm back. Guess what? It's conclusion time.
Woo!
Okay, let's get started. The slime that had the strongest activator ended up with the highest viscosity, lowest decibels, and average bubbles. Since the laundry detergent has the highest concentration of borate ions, it was the strongest activator and ended up making the toughest slime. The activator with the lowest concentration of borate ions was magical liquid. It created the most stretchiest, bubbliest, and loudest slime. Therefore, borax had the most average results and will create the perfect slime. Not too sticky, not too tough, and just right.
Okay, guys, that's the end of me and Yasmin's presentation, but we go out with a boom. Now here's my cover of Havana by Camila Cabello.
Havana, ooh la la, Take me back to East Carolina, ooh na na. Oh, Rana, ooh na na. Oh, take me back to East Atlanta, ooh na na. I don't know the lyrics, so I'm freestyling right now. They call me Young Dog because I'm so gentle. Oh,